Hi guys, Croston, the Hardy Product Manager. I'm going to quickly take you through the new Hardy Ultralite LL range of fly rods. This is a range of rods which is actually really close to my own heart. I designed and developed all of these fly rods for specific uses. It's quite a big range. It's 8 rods which I sort of break into 3 distinct categories. Right at the start off point you've got 2 9-foot 2-inch long models in a 3 and a 4 weight line. Now those are ideal technical dry fly rods. You can cross over a little bit to nymph with them in some smaller rivers, but really at heart they are a technical dry fly rod. When you get into the middle 2 rods in the range, it's a 9-foot 9-inch for a 3 and a 4 weight line. Now those 2 particular models fill a niche for me in terms of fishing dry flies on bigger rivers and also dry dropper techniques. We're using a dry fly and a nymph at the same time. Again, a very good crossover rod for European style nymphing in sort of slightly larger rivers. When you move up into the next category, we're talking about the really ultra specialised nymphing rods. Those rods run from a 10-foot 2-inch for a 2 weight right the way through to an 11-foot 2-inch for a 2 weight. Now some of these rods all carry similar features. In the nymphing rods, some of the features that we've put in them are really specialised for some of the modern nymphing techniques. Those include a down locking reel seat, so that helps improve the in-hand balance. If you're a competition fisherman, they also all feature a 50cm guide mark right here just above the handle. That allows you to do competition legal spacing between your flies without having to resort to a tape measure. They have this very low positioned guide on the butt section. Now what that allows you to do is when you're nymph fishing, it allows you to get contact really quickly to the line without any sag between your hand and the first guide. A properly designed nymphing rod really does need that guide in that lower position. The blank finish is actually not a fully ground finish, it's got a slight ridge into it. That actually helps when you're using Spanish style leaders or very thin monofilament leaders where you don't want them to adhere to the blank in humid or wet conditions. It isn't 100%, but it does help and is much better than a full matte finish blank. The guides, the butt guide is a Cerakoil recoil guide. The intermediates are again all Cerakoils, but again on the top section, the last 2 guides are really specialised. They're a double leg snake rather than a single, and that actually helps prevent leader wrapping around the tip section when you're fishing them very light French and Spanish leaders. In terms of action, again, the nymphing rods have got a really soft and pliable tip, which helps you load with very light bead weights and very light leaders, which is really the current trend in nymph fishing. When you come further down the blank, there's an awful lot of power in the butt section. So when you're fighting big fish in heavy water, you can really put some stick to them and get them landed really quickly. All in all, the Ultralite LL, to my mind, is probably the single best nymphing rod out there on the market today. Really, if you can, try and get into your local fly shop, pick one up, get one out on the water. They really are superb pieces of kit.